stream up already.
Oh, okay. So, a whole ass plate of chicken tenders and some fries for fucking $3.49.
Where?
Yep. Let me see. They sell a whole ass burger, some fries, and a drink for like $8 something.
Nice.
And now, see, po' boys are only like $5.
It's not bad.
They give you like what, 2? Yeah, like they give you 2 like sides.
Wow. It's not bad at all.
I know. It's not. And thanks to the fact that I'm a student, it's even cheaper. All I gotta do is flash my ID.
Nice.
That's the only thing you gotta flash?
Bitch.
Oh lord.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let me just start this new game.
I think I might get an omelet and what else? No, hash browns. There we go.
You're such a fat ass.
You can't talk.
I don't eat as much as you. You eat a shitload, fam. I don't eat
You
that
are
much.
a fucking bottomless pit, man.
Dead ass,
Well,
like I can eat, but not at your level.
I was worse when I was younger.
When was that? 2 months ago?
No, I mean when I was like, what, a toddler? I used to scarf down damn near everything.
So 5 months ago. I'm just playing.
And I get that nigga some drumsticks, sandwich, salad, so what else? Fuck, I would eat, bro. You ain't gotta worry about me. You're like, oh no, he doesn't have any like particularity and shit. He'll just eat, bro. Just feed him good shit.
Of course.
And then I finally, my stomach finally recovered too. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be twice as much as I was earlier.
Wow.
It's like say if my mom buys snacks or something and puts it in a jar, I'll literally spend the day picking that off bit by bit while doing everything else. I'll come back every 5 minutes or every few minutes and be like, oh, time to pick that off. So like, let me see. Like a 40-something pack of like treats or something will be gone in like a couple days.
Terrible.
You seriously need help.
I do not.
Yeah, you do, man. You need to love your stomach a little more.
Oh, I do. I clean that bitch out every now and then when it gets to a point where I can't eat.
You should never put yourself in a position where you can't eat.
Yeah, no, that's why it's like, well, it's not so much where I can't eat, because I can still do that. It's just, my stomach will get like full, and you know, you have to, it's not, and I did that method Judy told me about, and it's like, it cleans out your system or some shit, so, yeah. That's normally what I do. It's real helpful from ever since she told me about it, so yeah. Either way, I don't eat I don't overeat, I eat enough. I don't do that overeating shit, that'll make me sick.
You still
So
eat way
you
too
call
much.
eating an omelet, hash browns, a po' boy, burger, and tater tots in the span of maybe 5 hours? That's not overeating?
No, I'm not gonna eat all that in one sitting in a span of 5 hours. I'm probably just gonna get like one plate and maybe a snack and that's it. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. What the fuck? Did you just bash through the wall?
Yes, I did. That's how you escape the jail cell.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't.
It's like, you just randomly punched through all the douche, douche, douche.
Yep. That's how the game starts. You're in this jail cell and you're trying to escape this tower.
Hey, you steal the sword.
Yep.
I like this so already. Ooh, you guard.
Yeah, you do guard. That's the one advantage point about this game.
That was dope. The fact that you can blunt the blow with the sword itself is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty lit. I will say that.
I really wouldn't say it's amazing, just kind of like what a swordsman should do.
Yeah, but you don't really see that type of block in a lot of games, you know? It's just like, oh, you know, they get into a stance, or you block, or you put up a shield, you block, or some way of blocking, but this is the first time I've actually seen that type of animation for a swordsman, and it's really refreshing.
Your first time? Well, okay, I'll excuse the fact you were born in '97. You don't know any better. Never mind.
But
You can't help it.
Yeah, so yeah, you normally would press the the middle of the controller to access this menu and just equip all types of swords or dual swords, all types of weapons. Then you have ranged weapons, would be like bows, guns, all that. Yeah, then you have all the types of armor, but you don't really have anything yet. So then there are two accessories which really do help in certain situations. Sometimes you have an accessory like to guard against poison, guard against electric attacks, wind. Some help you against kind of demons, are really helpful. And you have 8 shortcuts, which is really cool. Actually, I like how this shortcut access is way easier than the one in Bloodborne, I will say. So, yeah, so it's really cool. And to sheath your sword, you press square. So that's how you would move around. For a stronger attack, it's triangle. But I'm also always just stick with square. I'm like a basic person. I don't really get all fancy.
a basic person.
Yeah, a lot of people, get into the whole and go with a lot of things. I'm just basic. As long as I can kick their ass, I don't really care how I do it.
I love the fact that there's literally a sheep button. That's honestly the coolest shit to me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You are very easy to impress. Jesus.
No, it's just like the little fucking details. That's like, there's fucking stances, you can sheath your sword and shit. I mean, I've seen sheathing in other games, don't get me wrong. But the way this game executes it is just really, I don't know, it's just really cool. I love it.
Did you play any of the Onimusha games or Bushido Blade, any of those games?
Did y'all play what now?
Did you play any of the Onimusha games?
No.
Okay, so that explains everything.
I am intrigued now. So, tell me about these games that you just mentioned. Like, cause no.
Well, I mean, basically, Nioh is the spiritual successor of these games. I mean, obviously, it has some elements of Bloodborne, the Soulsborne games. It's kind of like a Soulsborne game mixed with Onimusha, pretty much.
Definitely.
Oh. Okay. That's cool. I actually might check
I mean,
that
it's the
out.
same kind of setting, ancient Japanese mythology and samurais and Japanese demons and things like that. It's the same kind of formula, just an older game. But yeah, like I said, this is like the spiritual successor to those games.
That's actually pretty dope. So I have like the same battle formulas and system and shit.
Yeah, this is a brand new. I mean, I know it's brand new to you, but it's not new.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I had to look
Yes.
that up later when I get the chance.
Those are good games. I would recommend playing them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are the shrines, which would be the equivalent of lanterns in Bloodborne. It's where you save and you can level up and equip your guardian spirit or change your guardian spirit and ready jutsus and all that. It's a very intricate menu. You can't access it from the beginning, but when you get right into the first mission of the game, that's when you're able to see a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, it's very cool. You know what? Fuck you. Take too damn long to die.
Just I have my stuff hungry, so I don't have time for you.
Yep.
I just love how you cornered him before you killed him. It's like,
Well, I have to, but at the same time, cornering them is not always the best idea.
because that's when they get desperate.
Well, sometimes it can backfire, you know, so I guess it just depends what kind of enemies you're going up against.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Yeah, to switch between weapons, you would press R1 to go from, say, your sword to, like, this battle axe that I have.
Battle axe. Okay.
Yeah, so you would press R1 and the directional buttons left to right to change that. To change your ranged weapons, be like bows and guns, you press R1 and go up and down. So I don't have any right now, but that's how you normally change between weapons.
Okay. Look at that fucking sword. Wait, I've seen that bitch before. I've seen the design of it.
It's just a sword, fam.
No, the design though looks familiar.
Indeed, the pirates have served their purpose.
The death of the leader of Japan will spark a war, and a wonderful opportunity to acquire more Amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a compass that will lead us to that Amrita.
With enough Amrita, we could subdue Spain, perhaps even the world.
The day when England reigns supreme.
So you're a pirate.
Yeah.
So this game really does resonate with you.
Gold, gemstones.
Well, he's not a pirate in that kind of sense, but he's from England, the character that you're using. So he's a sailor, that's what he is.
Okay, I get what you mean.
We cannot gain
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
if blood.
Yeah, he was a renowned sailor from he's actually was a real character. I didn't know that he was a real historic character actually, so I was shocked to learn that he is. So I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know? That's what you get for hitting me, bitch.
But like, don't hit me if you don't want to get hit.
Yeah. Yeah, like in the beginning, you don't get to switch between stances, so you're always attacking in mid-range, which honestly is not my favorite where axes are concerned. My favorite where axes is like high stance, just because those do a lot more damage, and I feel like, funny enough, it moves faster than the middle stance does, but you don't really feel the difference until later. So you're like, oh, okay. Fuck, no, I'm not equipping that hat. No. No hat for you. No.
No hat for you.
No hat for you. We're going a little more simplistic.
No hat.
We're going bald in this bitch. I like your ponytail anyway.
What the fuck? The fuck is this?
It's bad fashion.
It really is though. That hat is just...
It's ugly. I'm not here for it.
Why? Give my boy his helmet, fuck.
Well, you'll definitely get it later after you know, get over this level. But yeah, there's some armors and some hats, some gear are just not pretty in any way. But you have to endure it sometimes.
Did you just...
Did I just kick ass? You damn right I did.
No, somebody, did you just throw a rock at that nigga?
Yep.
Oh my
Those,
god.
yeah, you have stones in this game. I same way you would have pebbles in Bloodborne. So yeah, you can equip them and, you know, lure different kinds of people just to not fight, you know, all at once, because it's just not wise to fight more than one person in very beginning, you know. It feels very overwhelming. So you're like, nah, I'll be smart and just throw a stone where I have to and lure one at a time, you know. Yeah, because you know, since they all have different weapons, like some have spears, some have axes, some have swords. So you know, they all fight differently. So you know, so you don't really want to be here like, oh yeah, I can take on anything I want, because sometimes it's just not wise. You know?
So you have to pick your fights in this one too a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. You know, just know how to pick your fights wisely, because if not, you're always gonna feel like, yeah, I'm not getting anywhere because you're trying to do the most, when sometimes it's just easier to just do it one at a time.
Just beating that nigga in the corner like, damn.
Yep.
And of course it's raining.
Naturally, you know, gotta add to the whole environment of the, yeah, you're locked in a tower in the middle of fucking nowhere. Fucking like Alcatraz or some shit.
I can.
That's how it feels like.
Really do though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how would you feel if you got locked up, put in the tower, tortured, and waiting to be executed? I'd imagine there'd be some pent-up anger there.
Very true.
I know I wouldn't like it. I'd be upset as hell.
Be satanic as fuck.
Oh, I was not trying to fight too, yo. Oh god. This is not okay.
Oh, my niggas in. Okay, that's really dope. I like how they're literally paying attention to the actual, you know, history in which how they look.
Yeah, see, I don't really like the armored ones. Those are really hard to fight in the beginning. because
Well, they look like.
no, I just don't like them. I got my ass whooped by like 2 of them the first time. I was like, oh no, it's not okay.
So like they take longer to fall, don't they?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you just gotta have patience with those, you know. That's the
I
only
like
thing.
those armored. I like those armored icy niggas that I had to fight in Darksiders. Only after a while they get easy.
Yeah, that's how, you know, you can just think about them that way.
Yeah. You fell off. Oh, he's still alive. Huh.
Oh, hell no. Ugh, 2 of y'all? That's just not okay.
Did that nigga have a crossbow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is what you were talking about before.
Yeah, you see, this is not wise to do right now. But I don't think I'll be able to run away from them, so I might as well try to see if I can fight both of them at the same time. If not, then I'm
Can I
fucked.
do this?
Yeah, I got my ass handed to me like this. Like, I accidentally attracted two armored ones, and it ended up bad.
Very bad.
Yeah, I died like maybe 4 times trying to overcome both. I was like, oh, this is not okay, but I ended up at least, you know, saving my skin a little bit. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Alright.
You gotta wonder how the fuck that would be fighting that shit in real life.
You'd die.
Oh, most likely.
I wouldn't think I'd have a chance against 2 of them like that, no.
That would be some real ass odds.
Some real ass skill. Shit.
Oh.
Something I don't think I have.
That'd be some shit. That is. You need some real armor for that shit.
And good ass armor.
I'm straight up getting. Yeah, this castle straight up getting blood.
In what sense?
Even especially with the whole open doors thing.
Have you even went to Kanehurst Castle in Bloodborne?
No, but you did show me what it was.
Okay, cause
Nothing in this game is Victorian, nor does it scream nightmare.
It doesn't, but in the sense, it's like when she opened the door, it gave me that feel where it was like, oh yeah, it's giving me like back to when she would open shit.
Well, I mean, that door animation has been there since Demon Souls. I mean, I guess, yeah, I understand where you get the Bloodborne feel from, even though it's just opening a door, but I digress.
Hey, the fact that you understand the door animation means, you know, you get it. So that's nothing.
No, that just means that you're a detail whore.
Right.
like if I want to go home shopping, I'll take you with me. If I want to choose, like which paint, which color of paint for the seasons, I'll definitely take you with me.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'll definitely probably get you the right color. Like, you won't be looking bad on my watch, fuck.
Exactly.
Have you in all black and every fucking thing. Make it work. Derek the Executioner.
Yeah, he's like the first mini boss that you face.
The secret of the stones dies with me.
Wow. I was like, this was a boss.
Yeah. There have you no mercy. It's like, here, we're gonna throw you in this ditch. Fuck it. See how you go.
My boy's hell as shit, but he still looks badass.
Yeah, I guess he's the main villain of the story. Naturally. Yeah, so... yeah, you have to fight Derek the Executioner twice, which is incredibly irritating.
Whoa.
Yeah, so the beginning he's just human. When he possesses him, that spirit in him, he becomes demonic. So this is when he actually feels tough. And he could definitely one-shot you with that damn axe, so...
So that's that thing that was swinging the axe in a circle when I saw you fighting it?
No. This is different. Yeah, but honestly, I was not prepared to fight something like this when I first started. I didn't even know the controls all that well, so the fact that they will make you fight something like this from the get-go is crazy all in itself, because...
This giving you flashbacks?
Yeah.
It's a crazy.
Oh yeah, that's when this is when you realize, yeah, this game's gonna kick my ass. So. But the good thing, you don't have to fight him long because you summon your living weapon. So after that, you don't really fight anymore. But still, I mean, it would be hard if you didn't, avoid his attacks. And yeah, you'll definitely get one-shotted. So in its way, if you don't avoid him, he's definitely hard.
Okay, that was cool.
What the fuck the British thought they were doing with fashion back in the day, because they all looked horrendous.
No, not her.
Those big ass wigs they put on, you couldn't tell them they weren't pimping.
I know, just fuck. How did those things not itch, fam? Fuck.
Fucking house bugs and spiders and everything for what they told us.
Fucking had lice in that bitch, but didn't watch those things. Nasty bastards.
Shit.
Hell no.
I cannot see you having that much fucking hair.
No, that would be bothersome.
Shit.
Oh yeah, this is how the story starts. That guy steals your guardian spirit, and I guess he's using it for his own personal goal. I don't really know what that is, truth be told, but so you're on this mission to find him and claim back what's yours.
Oh.
Yeah.
The journey was not unenjoyable.
So it's to get back his spirit that's his. Okay.
During 2 years' voyage,
Yeah.
the Helof was lost. The trow sank, while the hope vanished without a trace. The good news of the Bride of Boatsam was nothing but lies. Only Leifta remained. An ironic twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters of death.
Were those icebergs, or was I just envisioning Titanic in my head?
I think you're envisioning Titanic, 'cause those weren't icebergs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just saw water, dark kind of moonlight, and
Iceberg.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I feel you. I thought the same shit. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, so from here you can choose what preferred weapon you would like. Yeah, so there's 5 different choices, as you can see. I normally went with the sword at first, just because I was like, I'll be basic. I don't think I'm...
Dual sword.
Yeah, I don't think I'm all that, creative to even test out anything else. So I went with a sword the first time. But you can choose 2. That's the cool thing. You can choose 2 weapons. So I'm gonna choose sword first, just because that's always a good one to have. So yeah, it's all your choice, but you can honestly wield all of those later on in the game, so you're not limited. It's a good thing.
Oh no, that's great. I feel like swords. You say you could choose 2?
Yeah, so you first start with 2, and then along as you go through the world itself, you pick up other types, pick up spears, different axes, all types of... So you can wield all of those weapons, You just start off with those 2 at first, but you can always switch them up whenever you want. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna go... I think I chose dual swords the first time, but I'm gonna go with the Kusarigama, simply because that weapon is really cool. I definitely like how that one works. Yeah, I honestly didn't know how to use it at first. I didn't think it would be something I'd be able to get the hang of, but when you get the hang of it, it's really, really neat weapon. So I'm gonna go with that one.
It looks like one of those weapons you need to have a lot of skill to use.
Yeah, it definitely feels weird, especially because I'm such a sword person, so using that was so out of my element, but it definitely is a great weapon to wield.
You gotta wonder now, it's like when you play games like these and then you get the hang of a weapon like that, it's like you gotta really take time to think about people like, the shinobi from Naruto and shit who literally use fucking weapons that all of them like they ain't shit.
Yeah.
Like, we can all use it. You gotta, like, damn, how can you just pick up that shit and just use it? Like,
Yeah, so these are from the 3 guardian spirits you can choose to start off with. I chose the wolf simply because I'm more of an offense kind of person, so yeah, and his attribute is fire, which is definitely a great one. I will say it definitely packs a punch. Then you have Isonade, which is a water element guardian spirit.
so we keep something up in the bitch.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah,
I'll look it
I've used him and he's pretty cool too. Definitely. Um, I think he offers more. Yeah, he offers protection, so he's definitely great. Then there's Daiba Washi. He's a wind element. That one's really good too. I have not used him, but he looks cool. But I'm gonna go with the wolf simply because I like fire. I'm a fire starter in every type of way, so I had to go with the fire one anyway.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I'm so basic.
Yeah, you didn't want to go outside the box and, you know, pick the green one because, like, do I feel like a Bulbasaur type nigga tonight? Like, it was, you know, this is exactly what the fuck it is. It's like,
Explain what a Bulbasaur type nigga is for me.
I would love to know, like, do you... I don't even know what that is.
I mean, do you pull vines out of your ass and shit?
Do you poison everybody around you? You know?
nah, it's just like that nigga who chooses the green shit. It's like, that gives you that feel, like, oh, you know, I got that Bulbasaur type feel with this, so I'm gonna go with that. Because this literally feels like it's got fire, it's got water, and then it's got something that looks like grass, and I'm like, so you chose the fire thing.
That's definitely what it is at first, you know. It's funny when I didn't think about it this way until right now. It's like, yeah, it definitely is. There's fire and there's water and there's grass. It's really funny, in a way. But yeah, then there's then there's funny. There's other types. You know, there's poison and electric type guardian spirits too. I've never used the poison one that you get later on, but I'm gonna assume that he's good. I think he's a bull, from what I recall.
Oh.
Yeah, then you have the electric one, which you don't get until maybe the second mission you do or something. I don't remember. But I've used all of them so far, and they're all really, really cool to use. Just, you know, it just depends on what your style is. You can always change your guardian spirits later on anyway. You don't have to stick with the same one. So yeah, this is
option. Yeah,
that's the cool thing. It's like, you know, you're not limited. Like, oh yeah, if I choose this, I'm not gonna be able to change it later. No, it lets you. You're very free to wield whatever weapon you want, wear whatever armor you want, whatever guardian spirit, jutsus, omnio magic. It's so versatile, which is why it took me a while to get the hang of everything. But yeah, this is where the menu is. You know, this is where you can change your guardian spirit. You don't really have anything else right now. This is the only one you have. Then you can level up here, and it tells you how much. It's like the same way with blood echoes. You know, it tells you how many blood echoes you need to level up and stuff. So it's the same. But I do say it. I feel like it's harder to level up in this one than Bloodborne. I feel like it's harder to earn Amrita than it was getting blood echoes in Bloodborne. That's one thing. Yeah, so yeah, just every time you pray, like if you defeat all the enemies right now and every time you pray, they do come back, which is why I would honestly just not, I don't pray all that much for that reason. I'm like, I don't want to keep beating the same enemies over and over. So yeah, aside from that, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I picked that up. It's like it's easy to pick up on, but you know, play wise, you're still gonna have your fair share of shit.
Yeah. So this is where you can already change your stances. So right now I'm in mid stance. I don't really like using mid stance all that much. I like either using low stance because it's faster. It doesn't do as much damage as mid stance, but it's faster, so it doesn't give your enemy that many openings. And you have high stance, which is slow, but it's obviously the most strength-wise, definitely the toughest one. So it's really, you know, pick your poison however you want to go about killing things. It's not any right or wrong way to do it, really.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's a cool thing. Gives you that freedom to be like, yeah, just go wherever you want.
High, low, shit.
Yeah, so I definitely feel like you would enjoy this game for that reason, because it doesn't feel so limited, which is good.
Damn, lantern went out, but
Yeah, also you have to watch out for the weight of armors because if you're too slow, definitely hinders a lot of your movements and it takes up too much stamina to wield something. So you have to watch out for that. I made a mistake of doing that and honestly I paid for it. It was not pretty. And it tells you on top how much the equipment weight is and how much you're still fast. If it's blue, then you're really light. If it's green, then you're okay, but if it's yellow, then you're kind of heavy. So you always want to keep it in between blue or green. Just know that lighter armors don't offer that much protection. So I always like to stick in the green areas. Those are always the best ones to me. But also you can change that as you level up more and you level up your strength, then you can, you know, wear heavier armors without being a hindrance. It's a good thing. Yeah, so you don't have to stress like, yeah, you don't have to. At one point you won't limit yourself all that much anymore.
I like how it like has that whole little setup as to where, you know, like what you wear reduces how fast you move, and it's like, does it show when you play, or is it just like one of those things like, oh yeah, it does, but it's inconspicuous, you know?
Yeah, you definitely feel the difference when you equip certain types of armors and you don't pay attention to the weight of it. I definitely felt it the first time I did that mistake, and I was questioning myself as to like, why am I moving so much slower than what I was before? And I wasn't aware that that did make a difference, so I wasn't paying that much attention to it. But yeah, I say you learn as you go, so then you'll realize, okay, I know what I can do and what I can't do. Yeah. So these little green things are kodamas, and I'm not really sure what they are, what kind of spirit they are. All I know is that they're found all around every world that you go to, and you do get benefits from finding all those little green spirits. So I would recommend always trying to find as much as you can. Yeah, there's 5 kinds of those, and I guess depends which one you find the most. It helps you like find a certain kind of something. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's pretty neat.
Is there like a set amount you can find in an area, or?
It does tell you. Like sometimes there's 6 in an area, sometimes there's 9, sometimes only 4. It does tell you, so you just have to look for them.
Oh. One thing I wanted to ask, does this game have a lot of trophies? Or
You know what? I haven't counted how many it does have. Right now I think I only have maybe like 19 or 18% of trophies. But I'll count them later and tell you, 'cause I honestly don't know how much there is.
okay.
Yeah, you always come across these red swords, and these are fallen soldiers who have regrets about dying in battle. So you can choose to fight them if you want to. You don't have to fight these. I actually tried fighting one when I first started playing this game, and it was the worst mistake I ever made because I died in 2 shots. So I decided to just avoid them altogether. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it does. Yeah, it tells you what level they are, so you know. That's the one thing I like about this game. Then in Bloodborne, it's like there's no set level as to going up against monsters or like that. So you always like, okay, I guess I'll just level up and hope for the best, you know. In this one, it does tell you, like certain missions tell you, oh yeah, it's level 32, level 15. So you do, you know, it gives you a set level, which is very helpful, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, so then you realize, you know, yeah, I'm just gonna go here because I'm not leveled enough.
Hope for the best. do you even use that weapon?
The same way you use a sword. It's the same controls. It's just obviously the animation is going to be different, but it definitely is cool. I like the longer reach that it has in a sword. I like using it in high stands and low stands. I don't like the mid stands. It feels slow as shit, which is ironic, but I like using it better like this. So.
It's just like so weird. It's like you have a slingshot, and then you have like, you know, the rake. And I'm just like, how does that go together?
It's definitely weird. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, when you get the hang of it, it's cool.
Oh. Shit, you would be good.
Yep. That's exactly why I like this weapon. It's become one of my favorites, truth be told.
Because it lands so many blows.
Yeah, like it doesn't do as much damage as a sword would, but I feel like because it has so many consecutive hits, it kind of evens it out in a way. So yeah, it just depends what you're comfortable with that you use whatever you want, which is good.
Okay.
So is there any kind of skill trees involved in perhaps, you know, building character that like affects overall gameplay?
Oh yeah, definitely. There is in the menu. There's a place called Learn Skills, and you definitely can learn skills for every type of weapon that you use, and it also helps with your ninjutsu and your omnia magic, which would be like fire amulets, water amulets, your guardian spirit in general. Yeah, so as you go in the game, you find these tokens, skill points. You know, there's the samurai skill points, and there's ninja skill points, and omnia magic skill points. So there's 3. So depends on what you really, you know, want to focus on. Then you could elevate that. I mostly elevate like the sword and the kusarigama and the axe. Those are the main 3 that I personally use. So I level up those, and you definitely need to learn a lot of tricks that do help a lot, make a whole lot of difference. So yeah, as you go, you learn about all those kinds of moves. Right now I can't level up anything, so but yeah, you definitely can. It definitely changes a lot of the character, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. And here it tells you like your status and all that, percentages, what level you are, your agilities, like a bunch of shit. It even tells you how many times you die, like how many kinds of demons you kill, and all sorts of information. So you just have to.
So straight up RPG, like yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's real cool.
It really is. I enjoy it.
We gotta check out your kills afterwards.
My first death of the day. Look at that. Oh well, I've already died less times than the first time.
Brian, you know nothing about that, you know, playing games where you actually die.
Bloodborne and Darksiders qualifies that, nigga. Said they got a spear.
No stream, no evidence.
Nigga, we were on stream, remember?
Well, we know
we
you
don't-
died 500 times playing Bloodborne, which was expected, but did you die in Darksiders?
Darksiders, I did that about 16 times in that, but they were like little slip-ups as opposed to...
No, but my man, when you were
actual
streaming
death.
it.
Oh, no, I would have died, but apparently I had too much experience to die. Because like that angel one, that was the part I died the most times on. I didn't expect to come out of that surviving the way I did either. I expected to die a lot, but I didn't.
You made sure you wasn't going to die. So you just made yourself a beast that way you could just run through everything. I got you.
I didn't even do that. I just went through it. I was like, I'm expecting to die. Oh, look here, I have a big ass gun. I sure do know how to fucking use it. I sure hope somebody comes and fucking shove a spear through my gun. Oh, yes, sirree. But that didn't happen.
Well, next time you do stream that, just do it at the highest difficulty, because I want to see how many times you actually die.
Yeah, I'll put it on apocalyptic once I finish the game and shit. If I get War's Horse and all that. Because I still have to do... Once you kill the destroyer, that's when you finish the game and you can get it on the highest difficulty and shit. I think that's when you can change it. I don't know.
Well, change it
But
real
I got
fast then.
about... Huh?
Well, you got to change it real fast then, because I want to see that.
Yeah, that's alright. I think I got like a couple more bosses and areas before him, because that and I got a couple more items I have to get. Because, yeah. It definitely feels like a God of War pace type, so I don't think it's gonna be a lot.
Okay.
You and that goddamn bow and arrow, I tell you what.
Let me just say, I love the fact that I can headshot. Okay, I missed that so much.
I mean, I can understand. I can understand that, but damn, you really, you like that? You like me when I got the Molotov and Bloodborne. You was like, you was getting way too comfortable with that shit.
I really hate the guys with spears. Those are like the hardest for me.
What do you think would be harder to master? A sword, a spear, or an axe?
A spear.
Okay, I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Yeah.
To be honest, I think like a spear, you definitely need a whole different level of skill and dexterity to be able to wield that so efficient to the point that nobody can beat you. Yeah. I don't think a sword or an axe would be that hard compared to that.
Yeah, considering the fact that no wonder Robin uses a goddamn pole arm all the fucking time. Shit.
Yeah,
that really does stuff.
Yeah, I don't like using spears. I feel like I just don't know how to use them, so I just don't even try.
The more I think about it, it's like...
Robin uses a pole because he's a low-key undercover stripper. But that's another bruh.
That's another type of pole handling.
It's like, let me see. All of them use poles. The only one that's exception is Damien, who uses an actual sword. But now that I think about it, they all use pole arms. So I mean, yeah, that kind of says something. I'm like, damn, I never really thought about it like that. Now that we discussed the whole lances and spears being a whole another level of skill to use. Especially since like you can use that in a lot of ways, you know, outside of battle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can use it to like really get up to, if this pole is strong enough and you have the strength for it, you can really use it to get the fucking higher platforms and shit if you can pull it off. What else? There's a lot of shit you use the fucking pole arm for. No wonder Ignis uses them. Ignis got that knowledge for that type of shit.
Ignis can do anything he puts his mind to.
He he would be the one. No wonder he's using daggers and shit like pole arms. That takes some fucking skill to actually use.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, the more you think about it, the more it makes the sword look so basic. And it's like great swords. Those.
Well, those take their own level of skill as well. Just because, you know, it's a big sword doesn't mean that it's going to be easy to wield. It actually makes it harder.
The only thing I hate about great swords is that if you don't pack the skill and the power to use it, that thing is literally it's like an axe. It's so fucking slow. But even an axe is better. I mean, would you say that it's better? Because like, I feel like an axe would hit quicker and you can swing it around just a little bit, whereas a great sword you can use like that one big ass strike. And that's it.
Well, think about it. If you're gonna use a great sword, if you're strong enough, you could wield it with one hand. If you don't have the strength, you have to do it two hands. So, I mean, with a battle axe, I always feel like you would have to use two hands with an axe. It's just, I've never seen anybody wield an axe with one hand. So, I guess it just, if you look at it that way, I would still go with the great sword. But that's really just me, you know?
Oh. Damn, bro. See, this is why I always, if I had the option, I always go with katanas, because those bastards hit quick.
Oh yeah, I think with anything, it just needs a certain skill, you know? So, I personally would either go, like I said, I'm basic, I'm going with the sword. I ain't even try to get fancy.
I would like to go with like weapons that require a lot of skill to use. Because I mean, I like to put the work in to learn how to use it for it to pay off later, you know?
So you calling me lazy?
If I had to pick a basic weapon, the sword is always going to still be my favorite. Tried and true all the time.
Uh-huh.
So you're a sword whore.
Might as well be, considering how much I use that bitch.
So you just like to penetrate shit. That's what it is.
What's wrong with you?
That's what you're doing.
You like those short, quick jabs.
How can I cook these? You're not off. You're not wrong. Because you're not off from that. But what the fuck?
It's okay. We get
It's just
it.
a lot
you
you
know.
do.
Everybody has their own fetish.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can be flexible with that bitch.
Oh, we know you're flexible. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to strip that way.
Get out. Jeez.
Now, why would I leave? Come on.
Shit. What else? But I mean, like, the more I think about it, it's like, you got the sword, and you got all these fucking diverse ways of using it. Like, look at Noctis. Like, this nigga literally throws it and warps it. Then you got Sora, who literally throws it and it warps back to him and shit. And it's like, you have all these damn different ways you can use it. And it's just...
Uh-huh. I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are little Kodama blessings that I was talking about. Like, depends what kind of Kodama you find. You get a benefit from either one. You know, like if you have the Oracle, it's like amount of Amrita is increased by a certain percent. The Swordsman, you know, you find different more kinds of weapons. The Warrior, I guess you find more armors. I've never used that one. I always just use the elixirs just because I'm like, I know I'm gonna die a lot, so I need a bunch of elixirs, so that's the one I always choose. And then there's the Hunter Blessing, which increases drop rate of materials. Just helpful too, but I always go with the healer one. That's always my favorite. I like to stock up on elixirs. Let's see.
Damn. You gotta wonder how niggas are about to die when you dropping on them field when they first see you. It's like, you know, this is not exactly how I figured that die.
And that's exactly how they ended up dying. Sadly.
And you have no time to really contemplate that as a samurai. As soon as you choose to walk down that path, you know that at any given moment you can lose your life.
Damn,
Facts.
bro. How the fuck? So it's no longer, oh, you know, I'm gonna come out of this alive, you know. Oh yeah, I know I can die at any given moment, so it's no fuck, bro.
Nope. Fuck it, once you put your life on the line, that's it, fam. It's either they die or I die.
Shit.
And quite frankly, I want to live, so it's gonna be me.
So you gotta die.
Gotta die.
You know, I could do him as part of that thing we were talking about earlier. For that drawing thing I was talking about.
You want to draw William?
That's his name?
Yes, that's his name.
Oh, yeah, he could. Oh my god, you get hammers?
Yep, I told you, you get all kinds of weapons.
Yo.
Let me see how it goes. I actually have never used it myself, but let's see how it goes. Oh, it packs a punch.
But it's slow, isn't it?
It's slow, but honestly, like I said, depending how you want to use it, then yeah, it's good. You know? Like I said, anything goes with this, so it's cool, but I'm much more of a quicker weapon type of girl.
Pyko.
What?
What?
What's wrong with you?
Fuck, man.
Peter,
The moment you...
pickle pepper.
The moment you started using that hammer, I was like, Pyko hammer. I was like, we aiming in this bitch.
Oh my goodness. Really?
I just love how you sneaking up on them niggas, just like... She never saw it coming.
Oh no. You really went there.
I had to. I was like, this is the perfect moment.
Wow. Well, he really didn't see it coming, so...
That makes it even better.
Okay, let's fight our first demon. Yokai. See, every time you see those misty areas, that's where a yokai will appear from. But you never know what kind of yokai you're gonna get. That's the problem. So I guess whatever you're facing, then fuck it.
You guys fall deep into it.
Yep.
Man, you just couldn't wait to bring up balls again.
Man. Such a big house.
Yes.
Ooh, samurai nigga. Ooh.
あの異国の船で何が起こっているんだ。
I love the shape that it takes.
What?
Damn, that whole village just gotta throw the whole village away.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what, you have to kill everything?
Yep. Everybody gotta die.
Oh my god.
The only things that survive are little kodamas. That's it. And you. Aside from that, everything dies. Okay. God damn it, he is so damn annoying the first time. Shit, I forgot how annoying he is. Stupid ninja demon. Bitch. I'm gonna die. Yep. He is not easy the first time you play this, you know, because he's so fast. He's like, I think he was a ninja that turned into a demon, which is why he's quicker than.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he's quicker than I normally would be.
Like big boy know how to throw his weight around.
Yeah. I'm gonna increase my living weapon gauge. Fuck that. I'm not gonna stress myself out that way. Come at me,
Dang.
bitch.
Free from this mortal coil.
Yeah, that's how it says instead of you died.
But the way that logic sounds, you're like, you're supposed to gain infinite power.
Oh yeah, sure. Be reborn as someone with higher power. That'd be nice.
Yeah. No, preferably a wolf spirit.
You know how stupid that would be?
Be reborn as a wolf spirit.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
You know, why not a dragon spirit or something?
You know, there actually is a dragon spirit, actually.
Yeah, I saw when we were at that place drinking sake. Is that what you're talking about?
What are you talking about?
There was one scene where when you came back from that mission in the caves, they were, after you killed that boss you were struggling against, the wind one with the lightning, and next to him was a dragon spirit, and I was like, oh.
What wing with the lightning? What are you talking about?
The bitch with the umbrella.
Oh, the demoness.
Yeah, and then when you went to that thing where the guy was dancing and singing and shit, you looked to you and saw the guy, there was a dragon spirit next to him.
No. That's not how it looks like.
Oh.
It's different.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's cool. I like that water spirit. I think he's one of the coolest looking ones.
Usually the dragons in these myths are always the water deities.
Well, it's not a deity.
No,
It's
not
just-
deity, but
it's
like
just a
they're
guardian
water
spirit.
spirits or some shit.
Yeah, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I like how it works.
No, I think that's more Chinese dragons. I don't know.
Well, a lot of Japanese lore,
What is it?
comes from, Chinese backgrounds. So it would make sense that they
Yeah,
are similar in a way.
yeah. Like, yeah, that is true. But like, hmm. So it's like the lore that they would have still coincides with like the Japanese. They go hand in hand together.
I wouldn't say go hand in hand, but um, China definitely is the origin of a lot of things that Japan and Korea now have, from what I've read.
Yeah, so like the dragon lore and shit is like the same in a sense.
Perhaps so. Yeah.
Oh, hold on, I'll get back to you in a minute on that. Let me look that up. Tatsu. To the Chinese long, Korean yawn. Usually stewards of the sea. Japanese dragons usually live in the sea. This is because Japan is an island. The sea is present in most of its geography. Ryu originated from China and is one of the four creatures from heavens of Japanese mythology. Oh. The other three are the phoenix, turtle, and tiger. It has been the symbol of the emperor or of a hero. Oh, you were right. Not saying you weren't, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned something new there. Oh, that's interesting.
Indeed.
Yamato no Orochi. Dragons in later Japanese folklore were often good, perhaps because of influence from Chinese culture. In Shinakata, the main character rescues a turtle which turns out to be the son of Ryuji, the dragon, king of the ocean. I gotta look into that. Whole place is infested. Gotta go the whole bitch away.
Yep.
But you know, Judy, you're playing Exterminator, so it's all good.
I thought I was playing Samurai. That's what I thought I was doing. I'm doing both. Yeah, definitely.
Samurai Exterminator.
You know how stupid that sounds.
You know, that's your life. You're like, you're an exterminator during the day, a samurai in the night.
Wow.
You exterminate yokai.
That sounds so lame.
And on top of that, disrespectful.
Dead ass.
It is a mistake.
You're basically calling these demons rodents.
In a sense, it's
I
the
don't
way.
think they take too kindly to that.
No, they don't. But in a sense, it's what they're doing with the village. They kind of are thriving like waves. man, he just shot you right then and there. He deserves to die.
Yeah, the one thing that I gotta say is definitely difficult to control is how much stamina you use, because that tends to hinder you so much. So it's not
Can
cool.
you make your stamina gauge bigger? Or...
Oh yeah, you can. You know, it's just like I said, you just gotta know how to use your weapons and all that. You know, because if not, you'll end up just having a bad time.
Having a bad day.
Yeah.
So I guess they're kind of encouraging you to kind of just use your sword at the beginning because of using a chain, it does take like a good amount of your stamina.
Indeed, but it's like I'm so
Yeah, like
used
those
to
high skilled weapons do. It's like you can't use them until like later, once you got the stamina for them.
Oh yeah, I suppose that is true, but I'm like, I'm so used to using that specific weapon because I use it so much in my other one. I'm like, I don't want to give it up, but let's see how the sword will handle it. Well, get over here, bitch. I'm not trying to get shot by an arrow. The fuck?
This shit literally runs through stamina like a goddamn marathon. What the fuck? High skill weapon. Yeah. I don't want to give it a...
I think anything really takes up a lot of stamina in the beginning. I just realized that. It's so irritating. Fuck ever, I don't care.
But like, I'ma stab shit anyway.
Well, it's either get stabbed or be the one stabbing.
Be stabbed.
Quite frankly, okay, just because you like to be stabbed doesn't mean I want to be stabbed. We're not all masochists like you, remember that.
I'd let your mother do the slashing. It's more fun that way.
Okay.
Plus, I love the way everything slices.
Okay, you need to keep your masochism on the low. It's too high right now.
That isn't even masochism.
What do you call it?
Sadism.
Oh, so you do admit you're a sadist.
No.
Okay. That's cool.
More like just a little sadistic when it comes to fighting.
We know you are. You're the only one that didn't know that.
See, this is why I say Bayonetta would be a fun game for me, simply because of the fact that the fucking weapons you get in that bitch, I'd have fun. Oh my god, I'd have fun using them.
Of course you would.
And all the ways I could kill people, that sounds beautiful.
You gotta love how you had two samurais on the roof. The other one obviously saw the one guy get shot in the head and die, and he had no kind of reaction. He just kind of looked around like, what the fuck is going on?
He was like, huh?
Obviously, he didn't care about his comrade enough.
Yeah, he was like, it's either I'ma die or I'ma die. Like, you know, oh damn, he got shot. Okay.
He was like, you know what? I didn't even want to be here anyway, so I was like, he got what he deserves. Fuck it.
It's like you saw him get shot and he was like, well, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
What was that? I'm used to this shit all the time in the Like, this is Japanese hood, bruh. This is the slum. I'm used to that shit. The OG.
This is a Warren States, bitch. That's what it is.
There's nothing ghetto about this shit. You don't see no damn demons walking around the hood and shit.
And if you do see them, best believe they're gonna get shot on sight.
On sight.
On fucking sight. I'll play that.
gotta imagine how the hood will react to some demons.
Just know that everybody's gonna get every weapon in their house, and they're gonna end up killing something.
Yeah. Every gun, every knife, every frying pan,
Everything.
anything you can get your damn hands on.
Facts.
Shit, niggas would straight up fighting. Damn, niggas, niggas would be straight up in there. Damn, you gotta think about that. Like, damn. We literally will like end up like training how to fight. Like we would literally know how to protect ourselves and everything.
Bitch, we've been knew how to protect ourselves for a long time. All we need is a real challenge. Shit.
True. Very true.
Like, we just dare you to come over here. Just cross the street, why don't you? It's on site, fam.
Like, all they needed to learn how to use a couple of actual weapons they ain't seen. They in that bitch.
Dude, just to say, everybody in the hood got the whole instinct of, you know what, it's either you die, you know, or they die. So that instinct will help you in realizing, you know what, even if I don't have knowledge, I'm gonna wield this knife and stab you with it, eventually. Okay? So.
Yeah, it's just a natural defense mechanism.
That fight like
you realize that it's always kill or be killed, so your mind automatically just goes into war mode.
Yep.
Off instinct.
Absolutely.
very true.
I just want to say fuck you to everybody who thought fighting one of these damn demons on a roof was a good idea. Because it's not. There's so many moments in this game where you have to fight these big ass things with long range weapons in tight spaces. And I just want to let everybody know that y'all can fuck yourselves for thinking that was a good idea.
You know, they wanted to give you a challenge.
That's not even a challenge, that's just straight unfair. Fuck that.
Shit. You got that hood swinging your fucking, where you got that little chain on it, like a knock your lights out, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like a poke, like that fucking sock.
Oh my god, really?
That really, yeah.
You
Swinging
would say
that
some
bitch.
shit like that.
That's some shit you got out there. Like, a bitch wouldn't fuck with a bitch with a sock.
You're so stupid. Just stop.
Just like fill it with something and then just smack the living shit out of somebody. Swing
Really?
around like that. What did you say this weapon was? How did you say the name again?
Kusarigama?
Kusarigama? Yeah. Swing that sock like a Kusarigama, bro.
Really? You would. You just would.
That's why you're gonna be the first one to die.
Facts.
Give me a sword, and you ain't gotta worry more about me for shit.
Okay, you go from a fucking sock, you're talking about a sword.
What, are you gonna fill a sock with stones? Throw that bitch? That's what we're doing?
That Regs.
It's like you got a collection full of katanas in your house, and you're like, no, I'm gonna use this mighty fucking mighty fucking sock.
Like,
That's
why?
my weapon of choice in the apocalypse. Damn those katanas. I'm gonna these sweaty ass, dirty fucking socks.
Yeah, like, choke on this smell, bitch.
I've been wearing this same pair for 2 months in a row. These shits stink like fucking hell.
Shit, I mean, you could definitely use it to knock somebody, so... Hey, it could be a very proficient weapon in its own way, so...
That can really throw some shit off, especially if that nigga only uses his nose.
That definitely stagger me. Shit, I wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
Shit, bruh. I feel like that nigga can't see and relies on his senses. He did.
You would. You just... You really would, though. You got, like, what, 10 katanas in your house, like Gary said, and you'd use a fucking sock.
Oh no, the katanas can come too. Fuck,
Oh,
I'll take
yeah.
like 3 of those bitches.
Yeah, to add an extra oomph, I'll use one of my underwear, too. Why not? Why the fuck not? You know, shit.
I would just make stink bombs, bruh. Cause you never know.
Yeah, exactly why you said sock.
Bruh.
Hey, you're the one that said it. I didn't say shit.
You right. You right. You know what weapon I couldn't fuck with though? Flail.
A what?
Some shit like that. A flail, like a medieval flail.
Really?
I couldn't fuck with one of them. Like, it just like those types of weapons or Kusarigama or some shit like that. Those feel really out of action.
I bet with a bunch of... Yeah, that's exactly why you need, like, a bunch of practice to be able to really be able to say, yeah, I can handle this, no problem. Feel me?
Yeah, then you got the nunchakus and all that shit.
The what?
You know, my guy's nunchaku or whatever the fuck the power.
Okay, I really thought you were gonna go into some voodoo or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's what he called. That's literally what it's called. So it's like nunchaku, bitch.
You just would. Like, dead as you would.
What?
You would just mimic the worst shit.
I like the moment I heard, I was like, I gotta say that. It just becomes embedded in memory.
Lord have mercy on all
But-
our souls.
Oh my god. But yeah, nunchucks, that's probably one of the, like the guy, like Mikey from Ninja Turtles, I swear for God. Actually, his actually turns into a Kurisagama. It actually does. So I like to think about it. They have little mechanisms where, like, what is it, Donatello's pole can turn into a spear. I forgot what, Raphael and Leonardo don't have shit where they can do that. But Donatello's can turn from a pole arm or a truncheon or some shit to a spear. And Michelangelo's can turn into, what you're using. I forgot it could do that, or they have a weapon where a nunchuck can do that. But nunchucks just seem like really hard weapons to use. That
They do.
bitch. That's a whole ass nother thing to use.
Indeed.
Just imagine that. Then you got size. Okay, size are easy to use, I'd like to say. Cause you got like what? 3 main ways of using that bitch. You can use them like daggers. You can use them as like fist weapons. And then you can throw those bastards. What else? You really gotta sit down and think about it, because like the ninja weapons and shit, you literally have a whole ass ton of shit that they actually do use. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Like you have the sickle, what else? The shurikens. That would be a whole ass bitch to wield. Oh my god. A demon wind shuriken. What the fuck?
All I know is that I'm glad I wasn't raised in the warring states, because I would have just died. I wouldn't have been able to wield shit.
I would have been able to wield shit.
Nope. Not at all.
Wait, can you fight hand to hand in this game? Or is that not like a weapon type?
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Yeah.
That's real. Okay, this game is officially the shit. Even more than what already was. Fuck.
Yeah, you can do that. I mean, normally you would do that when you waken in the prison cell, since obviously you don't know that you can wield anything, so yeah. Yeah, if you don't have any weapons, then you would fight barehanded.
Is barehanded like a full-on weapon, or is it just like, you know,
Just throwing punches,
like
fam.
in Nioh? Cause like in Nioh, when you used it, it's like it only had like what 2-3 combos as opposed to a weapon, which had a lot more.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's not all that effective, if we're being completely honest. It's just, you only do it in the very, very beginning because you don't have any weapons, so, you know. Aside from that, not really the most intelligent thing to do.
Weird.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things, I don't know.
I remember in all RPGs, it's like you have the option to fight with your hands. But it's like only certain classes where you can maximize the...
Yeah, I never go barehanded. I don't see the point.
I remember I was playing a game for 3DS called Bravely Default, which is kind of like Final Fantasy in a sense where, well, it came from Square Enix, obviously. But
Yeah, I've heard of the game.
Yeah. You pick a different class for each character to fill a role, and you use those abilities for, you know, like, to build strategy. Like, what I did was for the main one, the attacker, like, his attack was already high, so I made him go into a monk class. And they specialize with using fist weapons and going barehanded. So, one of the things you can do, like in here, you can imbue stuff with like elements and shit too, right?
Yeah, I think,
Yeah, you can do that in that game. And I was like, the more magic I learned, like, say if I took a class in magic and learned how to do all the extra hard level spells and shit. So I was able to use it as a monk. And one of the things you can do is you can equip said magic to whatever weapon you're using. So I equipped it to my palms. So, like, say if I equipped it holy magic, I literally had holy hands. Like I was throwing holy hands in that bitch. Like, bruh, it was the coolest shit.
I can imagine so. No, yeah, right now we're gonna get into our very first boss.
Ooh. Holy
Should be fun.
It should be.
Well, I have managed to convert another person to the Gamers Club. Gamer Club G is back at it.
Awesome.
Back at the gym with the gaming club, bro. Who did you
Back,
convert?
back up with your bullshit.
Hold on. So who did you convert? Who did you say? There we go.
Spooky Beard, 1991.
Oh, cool.
That was fun. Where's my candle?
Dope. Damn. Not dope. Still a cool
Yeah.
looking boss though.
I mean, it was the stamina that fucked me over, honestly. But aside from that, he himself, he can be tricky, I will say. The first time I fought him, I took him down to like at least half health, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's the most overly difficult thing. It's just since you have such a limited amount of space, it makes it hard because he has like this long range weapons. But he himself, he's very predictable, I will say. Like you can figure out his movements.
He seems really predictable.
Yeah, he is. It's just like I said, the tight space is what totally fucks you over because you don't really have that much space to work around him.
Avoid him.
Yeah, so that's what makes it hard, in my opinion. That's definitely what fucked me over the first 4 times. I was like trying to avoid those big ass metal balls of his. Stupid ass. But he becomes a lot easier when he gets rid of those, ironically enough.
Oh, you can cut him away?
Yeah, and like halfway through the fight, he tends to break free of those chains. So he becomes faster, but I feel like he becomes a lot easier.
Okay.
Same thing, like I said, his movements are very predictable, so you just have to know how to dodge when you have to, really.
Awesome. Oh, nah, that was okay. I don't like this snack.
That's the craziest damn game of dodgeball you'll ever play.
Yeah, pretty much. One shot, literally die. I'm saying they're not hard to avoid though. That's a cool thing. You just gotta dodge last minute. That's the only trick to it.
Yeah, once you understand the timing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, at first like you try to dodge too early and that's when it fucks you over. But when you I could get the timing by memory, then you're like, okay, it's not bad.
Some fucked up dodgeball here going on.
Yes, there is.
Shit. What, throwing balls of all sizes and shit at you.
Okay, first of all, there's only one size. There's only two of them.
He's imagining a room full of balls. That's a problem.
This is not in the air. Let it go.
Shit. Near this.
In the air and those stupid balls.
Nah.
I just really hate that you just can't, you know, knock off those dark purple ones. I think that's what irritates me the most.
I really hate that shit, honest to God.
It is irritating.
Yeah. And then it's like once it gets to a point, it's just like you literally fight piles upon piles. Like, you know, at first it was like a department store of balls. This second you're fighting like that, like you're fighting the whole fun pit and fucking Chuck E. Cheese.
Really? You would. You just really would.
It really was like that. I literally felt like I was fighting that fucking fun pit over there. I'm like, this is not. Shit. Still, it's not okay for me to be doing some shit like that.
And that's exactly why I congratulate anybody that defeated that shit on the highest level, because I would never been able to do that.
On the highest difficulty. Gary, you try that?
At some point I will.
At some point. You going?
I might try it too, to be honest. Yeah, I would like to give it a shot. I don't know how good I'll be at it. I don't even think I'll get past the first part. But, fuck it. I'll try it anyway.
Okay.
At least I can say I tried. And I died. But it's okay.
He does get easier after he uses the chain.
Yeah, like I said, his movements become incredibly predictable, so he's not difficult when you get the hang of them, honestly. Obviously, at first, it's going to be incredibly intimidating because you're like, oh god, I'm fighting this huge-ass thing in this small-ass space.
Yeah.
It's not cool, but no, it's doable.
True.
And he's
Because he leaves
defeated.
you with a lot of openings.
Yeah, you know.
Who are you?
A foreigner? Your skill against Oni is impressive.
As is your skill with English.
My name is Hanzo Hattori. And you are?
Call me William. I'm here in pursuit of someone.
An enemy, perhaps? Hunting a person down in a strange land will not be easy. If you lend me your strength in fighting Oni, I will help you in return. Well then. Dawn is breaking. Come.
Oh yeah, that was the very first mission of the game. And
天下人であった太閤秀吉様が亡くなり、
he's a fine ass ninja.
二人の侍が歯を競っており、一人は秀吉様を継いだ石田三成と、もう一人は我が主君徳川家康様。わしは家康様から西国大名たちの調略を任され、この九州へ参ったのだ。ウィリアム、近頃巷には地味猛量が出没
So you're
し、
going to do more?
大名たちは手を焼いている。
I don't know. I think the next next mission would be going up against that paralytic bitch.
あやかし騒ぎを終えば
Paralytic bitch.
I don't know how long that would take to do, to be
家康
honest.
様に近しい人間、武前の
Do you want to just end it right here then? Because I mean, so we kind of got the gist of it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, because the next part is a little bit, longer than this one is.
You're almost at 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the main world. That's why I mean, like, Nioh is not as open world as Bloodborne is, because you don't just freely go from one place to the other, so you just have to... The only way you are is when you get in those missions. You know, so yeah, most of the time it's like this big map and it tells you, when there's exclamation points, that there's something new or a different mission. So this would be the next one you would do. It's a sub-mission, right? Yeah, when you finish a main mission, you can do sub-missions. And I'm not sure, they're not... To continue the story, you don't have to do them, but you do get rewards, and if you want to obviously level up a lot more, they definitely, I would recommend doing. And they're not difficult, like I said, it gives you, it says that mission level, so you know that, you say you're level 9 and you want to tackle level 10 world, and you can go for it. If you feel confident enough. That's the one cool thing I like about this game. It tells you, you know, you have to be a specific level to do something, so you're not going there all blind, which is really, really helpful. Yeah, Deep in the Shadows would be the next one, which is where you saw me fight that demoness. But that one's actually a pretty more difficult part than this one, so I think I'm gonna leave that for the next stream. And these on the side that you see are Twilight missions, so you can only do during the hour of Twilight. I've only done one, which was really... It's pretty much the same thing as doing a normal mission, it's just that the demons are a little more powerful than they normally would be. But aside from that, you don't actually have to do these to complete the story. They're not the real focus, so only ones you really have to complete are the ones that say main mission. Sub-missions are optional. So, in the starting points where you go to the shrine, where you can level up, and the blacksmith, which is where you can buy and forge weapons, and sell stuff, and all the kinds of shit. Yeah, so she's so cute. I like her. So you can do a bunch of stuff here. I don't really use all this that much, but I mostly just buy stuff. So you can buy all kinds of weapons here too if you want to use whatever you want. So it's helpful.
Oh.
Yeah. But most of the time, the good thing about this... Well, the good and bad about this game is that you find a lot of weapons in every mission. And sometimes you find a little bit too much. Like too much armor, too much weapons that honestly you're not even gonna use them all. I mostly just sell a lot because it just comes to a point that I just can't hold that much. So that's one thing I can say. I don't know why they did that, but it's cool, I guess. There's a dojo where you can there's a tutorials, you know, you can learn the basic action controls, applied controls, all kinds of stuff, know how to use ninjutsus and all Nioh magic, like everything you want to learn to get more comfortable, then you learn it here. I did the tutorial the first time I played it, and it definitely helps. This hidden tea house you don't get until you get to at least I think the third region of the game. I think the only reason I have it is right now because I just unlocked it in my other one. So this is where you can join a clan. I guess you can join clan battles and you get stuff, I guess prizes from those clan battles. I'm not sure how they work yet. I haven't attempted any, so when I do then I'll show y'all. But
That's actually really dope.
yeah, it is cool. He tells you all the bunch of clans that there are. It's a lot actually, and each one of them gives you a certain benefit. Definitely cool. Then the storehouses, where let's say if you exceed a number of an item you have, it automatically comes here, which is pretty cool. Like you can only carry 8 elixirs at a time, so anything else goes straight to your storage.
Storehouse.
Yeah, like every time you die, you go back to pray, it restores whatever elixirs you have from your storehouse and all that. So that's
Awesome.
yeah, that's a cool thing.
So it's like an automatic item saver and shit.
Yeah, exactly. You just go straight, like storage in Bloodborne, that anything excess just goes straight there. You can store stuff there. The same function here.
Dope.
Yeah, so I definitely think that you would definitely enjoy this game. If you ever do consider buying it, it's very fun. It's very challenging, as you saw, but it's worth it. I like it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. So let me see. I guess I could show you how my other character just looks like, just for fuck's sakes, really.
Ooh, spoilers.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. There we go. Yeah, my other character, I don't really remember what level he is, but I don't even notice that. But yeah, I will say that Nioh is definitely a lot more strategic, but very much more doable than Bloodborne is.
So if you could go ahead and go into this.
Yeah, I mean, just yes, like you said, be prepared to die, because you will die, as you saw. But it definitely feels like it's not as hectic as the other ones are, you know. Oh, I'm level 57? The fuck did I get that? I don't even care what level I am in this, to be honest. Yeah, so this is how my main character looks like.
Hold on. Oh yeah, that's tight. Definitely.
Yeah, so yeah, so here obviously I've accumulated a lot more higher class armors and all that stuff.
Okay, that's
so
really fun.
yeah, like he's pretty equipped. I definitely would say.
You got a cave now.
Yeah, I'm level 57 in him, so yeah. See, let me see.
Use a hero.
Oh yeah, sure. These are all the guardian spirits that I have now accumulated in this one. So these are all the different ones you could use. Right now I'm using Ayakomori, is his name? He's like a wind bat. It's pretty cool. I like him. Yeah, the one that I just got right now is Otukuri, which is a spider. Yeah, it's definitely cool. I mean, you can definitely use whatever you want. Just awesome, I like the wind. Right now I'm trying out this wind spirit. I've never actually tried them before, and it's pretty neat thus far. I like how it's used. Yeah, so this is a new place that I'm in right now. I haven't even attempted doing this yet. So
Spider spirit.
well, yeah. I got these hand weapon. This hand weapon is really powerful, actually. I just don't like they only have like 5 ammo. So cheap.
It can be refilled though, right?
Huh? Yeah, I can. It's
It
just
can
I'm
be,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I can, but I'm like, just 5? I'm like, that's so lame. I'm like, whatever.
What a beautiful place, though.
Beautiful but demonic. Yeah.
The most demonic places can be beautiful.
Oh yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely how my other character looks like. I like him a lot better.
Oh, I see. Oh, that weapon.
It's just a
The
sword,
gun.
fam. Oh, and a
The
hand
gun.
weapon. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel more comfortable using him.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely the stamina's been built up. Just more efficient.
Indeed. That's what I'm saying. Along the way, you know, when you level up more, it definitely feels a lot easier to, you know, wield a lot of stuff. Your stamina doesn't go down as much, so it definitely feels a lot easier as you go. You know, see, these little demon heads are, I don't know what the fuck they are, to be honest with you. But depending on the color that they are, depends what element they are. Like the blue ones are water, so every time you fight them, it's like you're imbued with the power of water, which is First of all, you can come over here and say it to my face. I hate you so much.
Oh yeah, yeah, you showed me that one in the first place. Like when you touch them, they get immunity.
Yeah,
That's really interesting.
indeed.
So it's temporary.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the wind spirit I was talking about. So he's cool. I like him. Little bat.
Little bat, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, you would choose a bat.
It's cute. So yeah, I think I'll end this stream here. Just wanted to show you how my main character looked like. So
You want to show off?
well, I just want to show there's a difference, you know, in like when you level up, like, you know, at the beginning everything feels like so shaky, but once you get the hang of more and then you level up, then definitely feel more confident, go in and kick more ass. So yeah, I definitely would recommend playing it. It's definitely fun in a lot of ways. The challenge is fun. Yeah, I definitely think you would like this a lot.
Shit, I'm fucking with it.
Yeah. So I definitely will continue this next time it's my turn. So, yeah. I think I'll just end this here.
Can I introduce this out?
That's your job anyway.
Did you say could you introduce us out?
Like, show us the door. Show ourselves out.
Just say you'll close the show.
Yeah, that.
Introduced it. Oh, okay.
I'll close the show.
Go
Well,
for
Judy,
it.
thank you for taking time out today to show us this wonderful game. I'm definitely interested. I damn sure am looking forward to playing it when I get around to it. If I get around to it, which I probably will. We don't know that yet. But let's go ahead and end the stream. We'll be back next week with whose turn is it? Mine.
Should be.
Yeah, if you want to stream or continue. If not, I can go ahead and pick up where I left off on The Witcher 3. And it's up to you.
Yeah, we'll see when the week next weekend is here. So yeah.
So yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll have our first impressions on Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
let you guys know.
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Well, that's
Behind
pretty
the
much
middle week, man. Damn. It felt like forever.
It really has. Though. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm gonna play that as soon as I come home. I don't even care.
Yeah, I'm running home.
Neil's gonna have to wait.
Getting in my
Shit.
pajamas and shit. I'm about to get lit.
Shit, it's payday Friday. I'm all here for it. I'm down. So yeah, we'll definitely see y'all next week for a lot more discussions.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, so we'll catch y'all later.
For sure. Good night.
Good night. Peace.